Okay, I think we are all ready to go. Yeah, we are. Here we are. Hour 1 of
Alrighty.
Cerulean City.
We're working
Enter
on Cerulean City.
Fake peppiness mode. What? Good, I'm glad we're on the same
Enthusiasm
page.
knows no bounds.
Yeah! We're all super tight! Oh, that was too enthusiastic for my Ruby to handle. It just slid out of existence. Okay.
Whatever it is.
What happened?
I said I like that thing, whatever it is. Some sort of like bowed bells or something. Stop riding a train in Paper Mario.
Anyway, Cerulean City, guys. We're playing. I'm gonna go to my sad intro voice that I use all the time.
Anyway, why don't we pick a bass guitar?
Sounds good.
It'd be great if we had a bass guitar. That would make things easier, but things can't be easy.
Alex hates me, guys. Hashtag. I'll get back to you on that one. I got a good one. It'll come.
I'm still waiting for someone to tweet hashtag how is it wolf at Nikki. I'm gonna keep making that an issue. It's gonna happen. One of you will do it. You there. I'm talking to you. Yep, that's right. You. Do it. Do it. Do it now. Then tell me you did it in the chat so I can shut up. Then do it. Do you want that super unobtrusive low attack fretless bass that we used in like Fortry and stuff? I like that bass a lot. Sounds good.
Yeah. I don't know how this song is going to be rhythmically set up.
What you've been playing has been pretty much fine.
Okay. I don't know if you wanted it like slower or swung or
Maybe,
something.
maybe a little slower.
Okay, yeah.
And it might be a little bit swung, but the chords won't reflect that. It'll just be like the melody.
Right,
and
yeah.
maybe the way you play the bass.
Is that too slow?
Yeah.
How about that?
Perfect. What's the number on that?
I wish my Ruby didn't fly into oblivion. Then I would be able to
Don't worry about the number.
figure it out. But alas.
You know, I would wait till the stream was over and then order me some Chinese food, but I'm pretty sure the Chinese place that like is actually good that delivers to my house is run by insane people who close at like 10 p.m. Which is very bizarre for a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
So are we gonna start with the bass and bring in that Rhodes, or are we gonna start with the Rhodes and bring in the bass? Because it's one of the two.
Probably the Rhodes.
All right.
Or whatever instrument this actually is. I'm not smart enough.
We'll call it an electric piano. 4 measures of... Okay, so do 4 measures of the electric piano, and then after that we'll bring in the bass guitar.
Okay. Yeah, that's 4 measures.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want me to change anything for the next?
No, do 4 more measures to put the bass over.
Okay.
Do that thing we talked about with the G sharp in the 3rd and 4th in that what I guess are the 7th and 8th measures.
Okay. Okay.
All right, now let's put in the bass.
What kind of a bass line do we need?
I demonstrated a little earlier. It's with the what it goes. It normally goes it uses an or a D sharp and E, C sharp.
Yeah.
Just with it also incorporate a B into that.
Mm-hmm. So you want me to just do that part?
Dum 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 da dum dum da. All right, lay down 4 more measures on the electric piano, and this time invert, or I don't know if you should invert them up or just add more higher. No, just add more higher, don't invert them. Yeah, exactly what you just did that. What was that?
Just trying to figure out how to add more notes and not screw up. I didn't have it.
Good try. Cerulean City has always been one of my favorite locations in the Pokemon world, and I really want to make sure we do this song justice. I like what you're doing, but when it goes to the A major chord, when you first you're going at dum da dum dum dum. When it goes to the A chord, hop it up an octave when you go dum. So you're going dum da dum 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 da dum dum. So you're I guess that's more of an arpeggio than just a hop up an octave, but yeah. Precisely.
Duh.
Okay, so that thing that we're doing with the G sharp down to the F sharp down to the E on the top of the chords, when do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Where you top the chord with the G sharp and then you walk it down to the E. I'd kind of like to capitalize on that and sort of evolve it into the da 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 da. That's like the traditional beginning of the song. Okay. What notes are involved in that? Da, 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 da. What are those notes? Oh yeah, E. That's yeah.
So do you think the counter melody is? Or do you think the counter melody is?
Counter melody is the first one that you just played.
Really?
Because if you go to anyone who knows that song and you say hum the beginning of Cerulean City, they're gonna hum. I
understand that. I just mean like if you could pull up the song as it is in the game into like a GarageBand project or something and look at the tracks, do you think that one track is going? Or do you think that track is going while the other one picks up with?
I am tempted to think that da 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 is all one instrument because that's like a nice clean line.
Yeah.
The fact that there's that accidental in the other one makes me just kind of relegate it to the backseat. Hello, Coid.
Sup? Sup?
This is going to be great in editing because this part that just happened now will start and Ryan will go awkward silence, awkward silence, awkward silence, awkward silence, awkward silence, awkward silence till it ends.
Wait, what?
Nothing. I'm making fun of the fact that neither of us have said anything.
Oh, I did a little snickerings. I guess
You
that
did.
doesn't count though. It's talking. It's just.
No, hang on. I kind of want to, Alright, so we'll do two more measures. One measure, of course, on the E, then one measure on the A, and we'll emphasize, when the E goes to the A, we'll emphasize that G sharp walking down to the E, and then we'll emphasize...
I gotta get some bad news for you. I've never walked down to the E. I've only walked down to an F sharp. It goes...
No, I know that. We can just do it. We can do it differently this time. Walk it all the way down to the E, so it's on that E is emphasized when it goes back.
So like
up to the E chord. Yeah, and then we hold that, and we're that. By the way, we're going to do that on that other hard to explain patch that we found right before we started. You know what that sounds like? That sounds like what I want a marimba made of seashells to sound like.
I wonder what instrument that is. I really wonder.
I don't know.
Beach instrument number 007.
So anyway, that thing. So we're gonna go. For starters, just put in 4 more measures of the chords.
Right now, the highest note isn't that F sharp anymore, or G sharp. It's a B.
Can you add an additional G sharp on top of that, or is that?
Then it would be all the way up here.
Well, that actually no. Don't bother with that because that's where the seashells are going to be. We're just going to call that the seashells.
Okay, that's fine.
Because then we emphasize that G sharp. We walk down to the E. when it goes back to the E chord, then it sits there on the E chord, and then it starts with the da 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 da, and then either the bass guitar or the Rhodes can do the counter melody part. Probably the Rhodes. Are you following what I'm?
Yeah, I think so.
Now?
Yeah, I think so. Let me add extra.
So, what have you been up to, Boyd?
No, I only need 2 measures. I gotta run. It's hard to keep track of where I am in this.
Yeah, it all stops sounding homogeneous soon.
So right here, it just needs to go. Why was there a weird? Oh, I was not overdubbing.
Coyd's been playing Dark Souls.
Why? Is that a bad question?
I'm gonna let him answer that. I remove myself for this. I'll play his mouthpiece, but like, I don't know.
Let me try that once.
Ryan hates video games that aren't Pokemon from the 90s, but I guess Pokemon. No, Ryan hates video games that aren't originally from the 90s.
I don't know if that's true. Guitar Hero is not from the 90s. What else isn't from the 90s? That I love.
That's fair, but Ryan, what part of your soul likes Guitar Hero? The video game fan or the musician?
Hard to say. I don't know.
So let's put in some more bass before we start with the shells.
I think of Guitar Hero in an overly musical way, and it annoys the people around me sometimes, because I'm like, why isn't this way? And they're like, because it's a game, and I'm like, fuck you.
Oh, is it hour 3 already?
I guess so. Like, why can't you just improvise on the guitar sometimes and add notes? That's how I would do it if I was jamming with someone. They're like, no, it's a game. It has to follow the program. No.
Is there like a Guitar Hero where you can do that? Or maybe it's Rock Band, where you can actually just improvise notes?
There isn't one that I know of. I know in the newest Rock Band you can improvise your voice, which is cool.
Coyd says it's a fun game. Oh yeah? Where'd you come back to that, Ryan?
I don't know what to tell you, man. A lot of fun games. I wouldn't dwell on one.
Maybe it's a really fun game. Ryan, you do dwell on one. You're in a band that covers exclusively Pokemon
music.
Music.
But that's only because I'm blind.
Alright, so let's get that bass in there. Oh, we're going to be super boring without Nikki here.
It's okay, because there's always the most entertaining undertone of you hating me that people can laugh at.
No, I don't hate you. I'm just a little ticked. But I don't feel like I'm being actively aggressive.
No, you're not. Like I said, undertone.
There's no.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. I mean, I think you're stupid, but what else is new?
That's always been a thing. I hope at least. I hope that's not a new thing, because that would be so stupid if that was a new thing.
I mean, you're being extra stupid tonight, but like, whatever. Stupid is always stupid. You can be as stupid as you want. You're still my buddy.
Ooh. There's no A in an E chord.
That attitude, there's not.
That's something I would say to you, and you would be like, "But there's not. Why are we reversing our roles tonight? This is stupid." No, you gotta want to stick to the rules, and I gotta tell you to break them.
Why?
Because Pokemon Center.
Ryan, stop conforming to the rules. Just because that's how it used to happen doesn't mean that's how it happens now.
Why are you being me? That's not fair. I lived my whole life trying to be me, and you take it from me. It's not okay.
Because when I feel like it, I'm good at being you.
It's so
You're not hard to be.
good. I'm glad. I wish everyone was like me. I wish we could start our own cult.
Where it says, wait, Undertale?
Undertale? That's a fun game. I wouldn't dwell on it, though.
It's a fun game.
Now I'm just being a hypocrite. I'm done with Undertale, man. I'm done.
Alright, you stupid conformist. Let's add more music.
I rode that train to the stop, and I got off.
Those are like the first 2 or 3 notes of the arpeggio from the beginning of the Moon theme from DuckTales, and now that's playing in my head.
Good luck counting that.
Anyway, this song, not that song. Hopefully we'll be playing it a little slower than that.
What speed are we at? That's the speed we're at.
Okay, that's perfect. Well, let's add this. It's very simple. It's just gonna be a G sharp, and then an F sharp, and then an E.
On what?
And then we'll stick, and we'll hover on the E, and then we'll go da 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 da.
On this
da,
patch?
da.
We're doing that?
Wait, what's this? Yeah, on that patch.
Oh, okay. What octave?
The one down from what you just played. Yeah, that.
3 and. So like this.
Or you could swing it just a little bit.
Where am I starting?
At the beginning of at the beginning of this new E chord.
So
The first of the new form.
Dun, 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 2, 3,
Yeah. But swing the walk a little bit. Can you fill in the rest of the Rhodes chords?
What?
Where are the rest of the Rhodes chords?
What? Oh. I did as much as you told me to do.
I mean, I said do 4 measures. Did you just do 2?
You told me to do 2 measures. I could do 4. Well,
Oh.
can I do 4?
I don't know
I
if
can
I
do 3.
misspoke and said 2, but I meant 4.
Okay. How would that work? 'Cause that's how I would do that.
Can you redo the shells? I honestly, I liked the idea of it being swung, but I don't think I like it now that I'm hearing it. I don't think swing time is a good thing to do in such an aquatic song. Water is very legato, very constant. Alrighty, want to listen to those first 16 glorious measures? Needs bass.
What happened? There is an odd number of measures. I'm confused. There shouldn't be an odd number of measures.
Also, it needs bass, which is more what I was focusing on. I wasn't really counting.
Something went super duper wrong. Ugh, and I can't figure it out without listening to the whole goddamn song. That's an even set of 2. That's an even set of 2. No problem there. No problem there. No problem there. There it is.
Oh, you just doubled up on... Yeah, you recorded 3 measures instead of 4, and then you put 2 more afterwards.
Okay, let me redo that. That's the wrong patch. I might as well get rid of this.
Wait, Undertale. Wise words, good. So,
Now
Boyd.
I'm completely lost, because now it sounds like everything works. What the fuck?
No, that the E major chord you held for 2 measures instead of 1. The last time you played it, that was all that happened. So you're just gonna have to erase the last 3 measures and then just record from there. See?
There it is. Right here. But it works because it works when you dig. That's messy. Yeah. Hopefully I can just fix it. But maybe I can't. We need some kind of drumming somewhere, or at least starting now.
Yeah, I also I think I might want to just slow this song down ever so slightly, like 5 or 10 BPM.
Yeah, I would too. If only I knew where my Ruby was. What the hell? I don't know where it went.
So this sounds like an excellent opportunity for me to finish asking Coyd that very important question.
Oh, I'm sure.
How have you been enjoying Pokemon White 2 so far?
Yeah, who'd you pick?
I'm
Kind of weird since
sure
you have to pick the same starters again, but I'm interested to know.
I'm sure he's definitely started playing it, because he doesn't suck or anything.
I mean, I know he didn't, but I'm better at acting than you.
I mean, I wasn't exactly acting.
It's funnier too, though. It's like, yeah, no, I'm genuinely concerned about you and interested in your well-being, and I totally don't know what you did, and I can't predict you. I do that way too much to be physically healthy. Sorry. It's funny.
Hey, you know, Coyd, during this Pokemon music stream just sounds like a great time to pull out the old 3DS, pop in a copy of Pokemon White 2, and just start her up.
But you know what's easier? Hey, Xbox! I hope you don't have an Xbox One. That would make me very, very sad.
Wow. I'm sorry, Coyd just put his boot up our ass. He's not quite. No, he just says BRB getting dinner.
Okay, good for him. Everyone
He's just
needs
like
dinner.
Dinner is good.
I don't think he left because of us.
I don't know. I think that'd be a funny reaction. Have you started playing White 2 yet? I gotta go get dinner. I'll be right back.
That would mean we win. If he stood his ground, we may have lost, but we won. 112. How about
95.
Whoa. That's a
Like I said, I want the song to be slow. I don't like that.
Why not? It's like R&B.
Come on in.
I don't know how else you're planning on drumming.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't like that drumming at the beginning, though. But I do like that speed.
It's so not us, but it's so cool.
Come on and slam.
No.
And
Why do you have to make it suck? There's no reason to make it suck.
Hey, we're on the internet. You're not allowed to think that sucks, Ryan.
I'm not on that side of the internet.
I'm
not on that side of the internet. I am drawing a line.
You didn't read the terms and conditions when we signed up to be content creators.
You can't sign up to be a we went over this on Monday. You can't just sign up.
When I sing Slam Jam lyrics, you've got to make an air horn sound and yell about smoking weed every day.
Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Sonic is the butt of my joke.
Man, we suck today. I wonder if no one in the chat cares enough to say anything. Alright. Let's listen through at this speed and just make sure nothing sounds terrible. And maybe then put in the rest of the bass guitar.
I did. The only thing that's weird about this so far is the fact that the first bass note is a half step below the key.
That is a little weird.
Why is it still weird?
Because you didn't fix it.
I did!
You fixed it from the wrong part. You fixed it from a measure too late.
It's hard to fix this because they overlap in a way that involves the sustain pedal. Ugh. Fuck. Like, if I go from here and erase...
Then you started erasing from one measure too late.
Let me get rid of everything real quick. That's here. Let me get rid
The
of
problem is,
that.
everything there that just played is correct. It's just a measure too late.
No, it's a measure too early. Or too... I don't know.
It's a measure too late. It needs to happen a measure earlier. Corey, you should bring me some dinner. I mean, you're in Indiana, but you should bring me some dinner.
See, it still has a problem because of the system, though. So, if I could...
Another possibility, we could scrap everything we've done so far and re-record the song from scratch in a minute and a half, because we haven't done anything hard yet.
Alright, if we lay it out in a roadmap, that's pretty easy. 2 measures, 2 measures... How many measures is the intro? Pop quiz.
The intro is 16 measures total.
There we go.
And the Rhodes does the same thing for all of it, except you add the crap with the G sharp, like, a little later. Like, after the first... What was it? After the first 6 measures?
4? 6? Yeah, 6. That's the first 6 I had the G sharp. Then after...
Because that's when the bass guitar comes in, and then you add the higher notes with the Rhodes, and then you go to 16 measures, and then we can go in and add the bass and the shells.
Okay, let's just do it again. How far did I get? How many measures is that?
Lost count.
That's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Ooh, more. I think.
I think. I don't know. It depends. Cause
Whatever, do 2 more. We'll make it fit. Ready to be done with the first 16 measures.
do you want this very end of what you're allotting to be with the intro to the melody, or do you want that to be something afterwards?
No, that's the shells are coming in on measures 15 and 16 of the stuff that like. What we have now is everything before the shells come in.
Okay, good.
Sorry, I lost count. I decided to check the chat. Which, when your computer is talking at you to check the chat, that'll throw off your count. I've got 42.
Nice.
Also, I'm worried about my laptop because it was at 97% when I started this call, and now it's at 69%. Neato. Maybe we should do the counter melody on the shells also, because that juxtaposition of two melodies is something that's like a really important part of the sound of the song. Just a thought. Neato.
Neato.
Where do you want the drums to come in? Do you want the drums to come in after this whole thing or before? I tend to think after, but I'd also be super okay with before.
Probably after.
All right, so then on when they get back to the E, which I assume that's an E. Yeah, that is an E. When this thing gets right back to the E, you'll start the drumming with a crash cymbal hit. Do we have a mellower cymbal? Okay.
It's an electronic drum kit. It's gonna be weird.
Yeah.
That weird.
Oh, just use that one.
Some weird crap. What kind of instrument is that?
That's something being slid around the top of a cymbal.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I am in a basement.
What?
What? Oh, nothing. If you couldn't hear it, I'm not gonna draw attention to it. Alright. Stop playing.
We need to know what kind of drumming we're doing. I have no idea.
Did you already decide on something?
My suggestion was the...
I'm not against that.
I don't know. It depends. I wish I knew what Nikki thought of that. It's very out there.
It's very different from our usual style. We could just go for like an organic drum kit.
Yeah, we could. Then it would, let me see. Is that better than the electronic one?
I don't know. I guess. Just fine.
I know. It gives this song a completely different feel based on which one we pick, so...
Mm-hmm. Well, this is why we stream these live. If anyone out in the chat has an opinion if we should use an organic or an electronic drum kit, here's the chance to make an impact in a Good Note Guys song.
I don't think we advertised this stream well enough. It's just like at like 8:30, you're like, by the way, guys, this. I mean, at this point, you'd think.
I mean, someone liked the tweet.
Okay. Where are they? Where are you? God.
Yeah, I don't know. I can make another tweet if you like, but I don't know.
I'm
usually
sure one of us will at the break.
Cool. Let's worry about drums later then.
Ugh, I don't want to though, because I feel like we need something to ground this song and make it a song. It's not a song yet. Doesn't feel like a song yet. It just feels like some chords. Yeah, Hunter Lutz.
No, there was a Twitter thing, and I wanted to see if it was maybe something involving us. It was not. Let's start with the electronic drum kit, and if we don't like how it sounds once we've done a little bit with it, we'll switch.
That wasn't the one. It was this one.
Why are there like loose guitar strings in this drum kit?
I don't know.
Don't do a fill into it. Just start on
I kind of like the.
You say you kind of do, or you don't?
I do, but we don't have to.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that can stay. Yeah, I like that sound. I like that. Let's put in the chords for the A section.
Do you want another thing doing chords besides the wow wow? Because you can't do anything with this besides just.
Well, what else were you thinking? Because the only other thing I could really think
slightly more compy.
Well, yeah, that's because the only other thing I could really think of adding to this song would be a choir or a violin section. Probably a violin section.
Something to comp. You can't comp with a choir.
No, and you can't comp with a violin section.
Yeah. Violin section might be nice, or like a synthy.
Yeah.
To go in the background, but also we need something a little bit more active. Probably. Just a little.
I don't necessarily think we do. That's always something we can come back later and add, but for now, let's work without it.
This song is very, very, very boring.
I mean, it might not be if we had picked out patches ahead of time.
Why?
Which is why I wanted to do that.
Why do you think so?
Because then we could have picked something to be more active and compy then, instead of now having to have the discussion on stream of whether or not we want that, because I don't want that in this song.
You don't? 100%? No. You want this song to just be...
I want it to be...
What is this song? It's nothing right now.
It's basic, it's straightforward, it's aquatic, and we'll see where it takes us. I like the idea of a synthetic violin section.
Yeah, I do too. But there's nothing active here.
What do you think we could add that's active that wouldn't be like in sharp contrast to how we want the song to sound?
I don't know, probably another type of keyboard. Just because it's not limited.
Just like a more
something that's
basic...
not limited by the fact that it has a wubby sound on it, so you can't be like. I mean, I guess you could do it on that one if you like how that sounds.
I mean, I don't hate how that sounds, but it does get rid of the overall. I'd kind of like the wah wah sound to be in the background of the whole song.
Yeah.
So, okay, maybe let's just get another Rhodes, just like a more basic Rhodes.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
And a violin section.
Yeah.
But nothing can go in this song that doesn't sound blue or some shade of blue.
Yeah, I hear you.
if you do this kind of stuff as comping in the sound, this is gonna be like one of the most genuinely happy songs we've ever done. This will be some like music to wake up to, not like alarm clock music, but music to put on after you turn your alarm off when you're like getting ready for your day.
Yeah.
All right, let's add this in.
I love picking patches on stream. I just realized that because they get to hear like our thought process getting to each patch instead of it just being there. This is good. This is good. We should have always done it this way.
I mean, it takes up time.
Yeah, but there's not. But we have all the time in the world to make content.
No, we don't. We have 3 hours.
Yeah, this week. Then we have next week and the week after. Time doesn't end. The more creative process you put into it, the more people have access to watch. It's awesome. People like that crap.
Okay, well, if people love that, they should tell us so I can know to admit that I'm wrong and agree with Ryan.
Oh yeah, I mean it would help if we streamed like 4 times a week, but well, there really isn't a but. We just don't.
I'd be willing to make that happen. If we want to like super duper ramp up our stream schedule this coming semester and do like, you know, gameplay maybe. Well, okay, because I won't be able to do Tuesday. Because Tuesday I have a 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. No, 6:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. class.
I remember that big.
But Monday night I should be fine. Wednesday night I should be fine. Well, Monday night I am fine. Wednesday night I should be fine. Thursday night I'm fine. My Friday nights and Saturday nights aren't really set in stone yet because I don't know what's happening with my Dungeons and Dragons groups, but I don't need to play in, you know, there's one that I really want to play in, and that's the one Cord runs.
Yeah.
But like the other one, I guess, if we wanted to try streaming 4 nights a week, I'd be down for it. And hey, if we were to stream 4 nights a week for 1 semester, we'd finish this album and get the next one started.
Yeah, well, I hope so. I hope we have the next one started by September. I'd like this album to come out by mid-September.
All right,
Let's go, guys. There's your release date, mid-September. That's totally possible. We only have 2 songs left on this damn thing.
And this is one of them, yeah?
Yep.
And we know what the other one is going to be.
Yep.
That one's going to be fun.
That one's going to suck.
It's going to be so much fun.
I can't learn that song, so good luck.
Also, how do you set your keyboard to be at 6/8? Do you know how to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
Alright, add this to the song.
Okay,
Let's put it in.
Let's do the next section, which I guess will just be all of the A section. Is it 10 yet?
It's like 5 of.
Okay. Nice. So, good first hour. We usually have a harder time starting.
Yeah. Well, I thought very hard about how I wanted the beginning of this song to sound.
Should I put in the wubby chords first?
No, that'll kick in at the same time as the okay, wubby chords you meant with that effect. Yeah, put those in first.
That's the wub.
I thought you meant wubby in the way you play it, not wubby in the way it sounds.
No, the other one's compy. This is wubby. Let's find that synthy stringsy thing. think if you go... Oh, crap. Shit. I fucked up.
What did you do?
Oh, did I? I guess I didn't. Never mind. I thought I picked the bass as the slot I was altering, but clearly I did not. Okay, I'll take it. Strings, but not strings. More synthesize-y. I know they're here. Come on.
That might be it. Yeah, it's like nice and warm. It's got a quick attack on it that makes it like good for changing chords.
It's gonna probably be a little quieter than that. It's the background thing, but.
And I like the idea of having like both a pedal tone and like maybe just two G sharps, one above and one below the chord you're actually playing on them.
Where? Wait, what?
When you're adding in the chords on that string section, maybe just hold above and below what you're playing. Hold a G sharp, because the G sharp factors into both chords.
No, it doesn't. Oh, G sharp. Oh,
what,
okay.
I was saying F sharp.
No, you said G sharp, and I was thinking D sharp for some reason.
Oh,
yeah.
G sharp.
Okay. Yeah. All right. First, let's just put in these chords. So let's pick. You want this G sharp, and which other? This one, or just a high one?
Yeah, but that first one, go an octave higher.
So you want up here?
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. And then you want me to drop the high one like this?
What? No. The high for the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Don't record it. Just play it over and see how it sounds, and let me know if you like it. You just have to hold it.
Do I? Or
you can't tell me that doesn't add a lot of smoothness and depth.
That note might get a bit tedious to listen to, though.
I mean, also, once it's a lot quieter and there's that other compy Rhodes, it'll be a lot less noticeable.
Right. Yeah.
Also, since this isn't going to be changing volumes at all throughout the whole song, could we just turn it down now?
Yeah. Let me just put this in first. So if it's at 100, how about...
And it's 10:02.
Okay. We shall take a break. Let's just see
after
if
we
this
turn
is
this
quiet
volume
enough.
down.
Thanks for watching, anybody.
Well, Cord is back.
Oh, that's great. Is that quiet enough, or should I go down more?
No, go quieter.
How that? How about that?
It better. Anyway,
Okay.
do you want to take a whole 5-minute break, or
I gotta pee.
do you want to
I'll
just
take a break?
Okay, well, we'll be back.
So was that too graphic for you guys?
Oh, go take your pee. We'll be back. Someone tweet. I'll tweet.
Okay.